Okay, so it's early 72. Steiger can barely keep the lights on at the plant because of cash flow issues. They're on the brink of going under, barring a miracle. Then in May, the phone rings, and it's Harvester, and they want tractors made with their components. Without options, kind of backs to the wall, Steiger agrees to have a production-ready prototype within 110 days. 3 months. So how'd they do it? They pulled a part-timer, farm kid named Paul Nystuen, who was working on a mechanical engineering degree at North Dakota State. And they paired him with two of the best metal fab guys in the company, Jerry Jobert and Al Lieberg. And I really hope I got Jerry's last name right. These were the types of guys who, they could see what you could do with metal in their head. They didn't need drawings. They're mechanical geniuses, and I wish there were more of them today. Anyway, Steiger gives them the specs and locks them in an off-site workshop and says, "Don't come back till you got a tractor." And that's exactly what they did. Those three guys laid out the 4366 during the summer of 1972, and they did have a prototype ready when they said they would. It wasn't perfect, but it was soundly engineered, and with a couple of tweaks here and there, Harvester approved it. And at the end of the day, that tractor, the 4366, that thing kept the lights on at Steiger. Not only that, it gave them enough of a head start on capital to start building a modern factory. Actually, it's still there today. And it started a relationship that turned out pretty good for both of those companies, and now they're one company. Now, some of you who've dealt with a 4366, you're probably saying, yeah, that's a great story, interesting iron guy, but you know what? Those things were a basket case, and you're right. They were a hot mess. They were well engineered on Steiger's side, but between tire shortages delaying production and axle and engine failures, it really took a toll on its sales. And ironically, the parts that failed the most, they came from IH. It also turned Paul Nystuen into a lifer with Steiger, and then later on in Case IH. He had his hand in several of Steiger's wildest prototypes. Google Big Jack and the PT650 sometime. They are some of the coolest prototypes that never actually made it into production. Now, Al and Jerry have passed away, but as far as I know, Paul is still with us, and he's a guy that I would absolutely love to sit down with just to hear the stories. That guy had a long and storied career with the company, and those kinds of stories, those are the ones that you don't see, in books and on the internet. Those are the ones you got to have over a cup of coffee or a beer. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Talk to you soon.